Can money buy happiness? What did they think this purchase would bring them, and how did they believe the money would help them get there? How did their well-being and life satisfaction change due to their decision to pursue happiness through material means? That's been a puzzling topic of inquiry for generations, and the answer might take you by surprise. The correct answer is yes if they is the subject. They bought their joy with cash, and it stuck with them. This video will explore how they accomplished this and what it ultimately meant for them. Money can be a sensitive topic in terms of contentment. Others argue that money can indeed purchase pleasure. Contrary to the belief of some, money and happiness are closely related, but there is no definitive answer. It is a widely held belief that money cannot purchase happiness. This concept is based on the observation that consumerism frequently makes people dissatisfied and miserable. However, research indicates that financial stability can lead to contentment.
I've seen a rich person give their money away. Ever. Fuck no. More money, more problems. Then why do they all want so much money?
Individuals who can afford housing, food, healthcare, and education are typically happier and less anxious than those who cannot. They can also appreciate life and participate in activities that please them. In some instances, individuals have purchased pleasure with money. Consider someone who saves for years to take a trip around the globe. The memories and experiences gained on this voyage could bring them immense joy for many years.
With this phrase, so we see it in religions and self-help books, that money can't buy happiness. And I want to suggest today that in fact that's wrong, and that it's not so much that money can't buy happiness, it's that if you think that, you're actually just not spending it right.
The concept of a happiness economy has acquired popularity in recent years. It suggests that we can attain greater happiness by concentrating on non-financial aspects of our lives, such as social relationships, community involvement, and personal development. However, this perspective ignores that money impacts our overall sense of happiness. Warren Buffett, the billionaire investor Warren Buffett, has often emphasized the importance of relationships and personal experiences over material possessions. He has famously said, "I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute."
The important thing isn't how much money you make, it's how you feel during those 8 hours in terms of the people you're interacting with and how interesting what you're doing is and all of that. Well,
in reality, money can and frequently does purchase happiness. Financial stability and the ability to meet basic requirements may not directly cause happiness, but they can lead to a greater sense of security and peace of mind. Numerous studies have demonstrated that higher income individuals tend to report greater life satisfaction. It is essential to observe that having more money does not guarantee happiness. Still, wealthy people may experience anxiety, loneliness, and other negative emotions. There are numerous examples of people who have purchased joy with money, whether through travel, charitable contributions, or something as simple as treating themselves to a pleasant meal.
There is no correlation between how much money someone makes and their level of happiness.
Ultimately, the happiness economy myth can be detrimental because it fosters unrealistic expectations that happiness can be achieved without financial resources. By recognizing money's impact on our satisfaction, we can concentrate on achieving a healthy balance between financial security and other sources of pleasure and fulfillment. According to a proverb, money can't buy happiness, but it can make misery a lot more comfortable. A prevalent saying asserts that money cannot buy happiness. But is this the case? Although it may seem counterintuitive, there are instances in which people have purchased contentment with cash. However, it is essential to observe that this does not imply that money guarantees everyone's happiness. Money can provide opportunities for joyful and gratifying experiences and material possessions. For instance, a person who dreams of traveling the world may find immense pleasure in visiting exotic locations and immersing themselves in different cultures. Similarly, buying a new automobile or a beautiful home can contribute to a sense of accomplishment and comfort, ultimately contributing to happiness. Moreover, money can reduce anxiety and provide a sense of security. Individuals with financial stability can meet their basic requirements and live comfortably without constantly worrying about their bills and debts. This stability can contribute to mental tranquility and an increase in overall happiness. Jay-Z, rapper and entrepreneur Jay-Z has touched on the topic of money and happiness in his music. He has expressed that money can provide access to opportunities and experiences, but it is not the ultimate source of happiness.
They've become so consumed with getting money that they don't allow time for happiness. Right. Life is about balance.
However, it is essential to recognize that money cannot purchase happiness. Beyond a certain income threshold, additional wealth does not substantially increase satisfaction, according to studies. Moreover, focusing solely on acquiring material possessions and engaging in consumerism can result in a fleeting and shallow sense of pleasure. True and lasting happiness is frequently derived from relationships, personal development, and experiences that transcend material affluence. Despite the familiar adage that money cannot buy happiness, some have used wealth to construct happier lives. Listed below are a few examples of individuals who have discovered contentment through their financial resources. Sarah had always wanted to travel the globe, but her modest income made it difficult for her to do so. After receiving a large settlement from a lawsuit, she quit her employment and embarked on a year-long trip worldwide using the funds. Sarah claims the experience brought her greater happiness than anything she could have purchased with money. Dave grew up in a low-income family and was always embarrassed by his family's financial struggles. When he obtained a high-paying job, he used his newfound wealth to improve his lifestyle by purchasing a more excellent residence and automobile. He claims that financial security has given him a sense of serenity and contentment he never experienced as a child. Jenna struggled with depression for years, but therapy and medication provided respite. However, her insurance did not cover the entire cost of treatment, so she used her savings to pay for therapy and medication. Jenna claims that the money she spent on her mental health was well worth it, as she is now happier and more fulfilled than ever. Even though each of these people use money to better their lives, it's crucial to remember that happiness isn't always dependent on material possessions. It is frequently discovered through relationships, experiences, and personal development. They chase joy with money, but it is essential to recognize that genuine happiness is often much more complicated than that. We frequently believe that money can purchase this elusive emotion in our pursuit of pleasure. Acquiring material goods and indulging in luxurious experiences will bring us enduring happiness and fulfillment. However, pursuing pleasure through consumerism can lead to several pitfalls. First, the pleasure derived from material possessions is frequently fleeting. The initial excitement and thrill quickly dissipate, leaving us desiring to make another purchase to maintain this transient high. This never-ending pursuit of material possessions only creates a sense of dissatisfaction and emptiness by fostering an insatiable desire for more. Additionally, pursuing pleasure through consumerism may result in financial stress and debt. Desperate to find contentment, we may need to spend more, accruing credit card debt and incurring financial obligations. This, in turn, causes tension and anxiety, ultimately compromising our well-being. Moreover, pursuing pleasure through consumerism can divert our attention from meaningful relationships and experiences. When we exclusively emphasize material possessions, we disregard the significance of relationships, personal development, and experiences, which contribute to our long-term contentment. True contentment cannot ultimately be purchased with money. It resides in our relationships, personal development, and discovering our life's purpose and fulfillment. Money may provide transient pleasures and comforts, but it is essential to remember that happiness purchased with cash is illusory. Instead, we should cultivate gratitude, foster meaningful relationships, and pursue experiences that bring genuine pleasure and fulfillment.